The old truck has been fixed up, so we took it logging and we caught Jebb dumping oil into the lake. We have decided to pay him off, however, because we want no more trouble. The feds were following up on the story that Sandy had posted and took us in for questioning. But when we returned to the farm, our oil truck had been set alight. Hello everyone, well, welcome back. It is the day after the terrible events last night, which saw our oil truck go up in smoke. As you can see, Sheriff's here just checking things out. Of course, he said it's a dodgy wiring loom. There's nothing underhand going on here, and to just put it down to a bad accident. Now what he doesn't know is I'd already asked Jim from OKUs to come up here, and he said, quite obviously, it was arson. Somebody's poured petrol into the cab and set a light to it. He said you can plainly see it, you can smell it. It's a different smell to the oil, so you know who to believe and who not to believe. As per usual now, when I show you the CCTV footage, that also tells you another story. So there you go. Completely had the wires cut, and I've got evidence of the wires being cut as well, so yes. Dodgy wiring loom? I don't think so. So, we are in a bit of a predicament now. We have got almost a full tank of oil there, and no vehicle to put it in. This is going to get removed soon by Jim, but he did say actually that there is a lot of oil trucks similar to the one we had lying around. He said they're 10 a penny and you can pick them up for a pretty good price. So he said head down to his later on today and we'll be able to have a look at a new version of that truck, which is great. So we'll do that in a little while. But for now, what we're going to do is probably... You remember those strange numbers we saw back at the cabin in the last episode? Well, Darryl said I should go and speak to Clint about it. Clint knows the whole area like the back of his hand. He goes hunting with his dogs everywhere. He said he should know exactly what it is straight away. So we're going to head over to Clint's. We're going to see what he thinks. And we'll take things from there. We're just arriving at Clint's now. Hopefully he's in. He's usually in this shed, tending to his herbal crops. Clint, how's it going, buddy?
Ah, FSG, how are you?
I am doing very well. Hey, Clint, what do you think these are? What do you think these numbers are?
Those, my friend, are coordinates. Clear as day. And I would say they're probably southerly point of the High Plains. Been up there a lot in my time. I don't know if Darryl told you, but I know this place like the back of my hand. So, yeah, that would be my best estimate. I suggest you go check out what's up there. Could be important.
Thank you as always, buddy. You are a great help. I will catch you later on. Well, that was super helpful from Clint. That is information that we didn't have before, which will come in very handy. Right, what we're going to do now, we're going to head over to OK Used and we're going to get ourselves sorted with, hopefully, a new truck. Okay, here we are at OK Used. Let's see what Jim's found for us. Well, look at this. He has found us a beautiful old truck. Exactly the same as one we've just lost. And look, he even took the liberty of speaking to one of his local friends who's a sign writer, and he's actually branded it up. We actually have our own company now. Look at that. FSG Oil Corp. Elk Mountain, Wyoming. What a guy. what a guy. So for $16,500, which is well within our budget, we can start hauling oil again, which is awesome. So let's just buy that. And we are back in business. We've only had a little bit of downtime. That's tremendous. And it should be here. He's rolled it out of the garage, ready for us. Look at her. Happy days. Right, I guess there's nothing more to do then than head back to the yard, fill this up with oil, and get another load sold. Jim's going to head down and take away the burnt out wreck of the truck as well. So we don't need to worry about that anymore. And we'll take things from there, so we'll see you back at the yard. So here we are, just about back at the yard. It does look like Jim has taken away the other truck, which is good. So we can get this reversed up. There's the remnants of the accident there. I think that'll stay on the ground for a little while yet, but if we can reverse this back up to the spot, I do believe there's about 6,500 litres in here. Let's just check. Yes, indeed, 6,600. Okay, 83%. You could almost sell that, to be honest. But actually, what we'll do is leave that until there's a little bit more in the tank, and we will take things from there. So, in the meantime, I think later on today, we're going to pack up the truck. I think we'll head up into the high plains and see if we can find these coordinates that Ambrose has given us. See what's up there. I am very intrigued to see what's up there. Now, just looking at the contracts here, Richard Miller here is looking at a spraying contract for us, $5,500. Obviously reduced slightly by $1,300 because we're having to use his equipment. We don't have a sprayer for herbicide yet, so we'll do that. The reason we'll do that one, the booms on the sprayer are nice and wide, so it shouldn't take us too long to do. So that's quite good. There are a couple of harvesting contracts there, not paying particularly well, but the corn on field 9 to take to the Clearwater Cup could be interesting, so we'll maybe jump back and have a look at that after we've done the spraying contract. But for now, we will accept that and we will borrow those items and we will head over there and get that contract sorted. Well, with that contract selected, I kind of think, being practical, we will run down with the oil truck and sell this, and then we can stop with the empty oil truck on the way home and do the contract. Saves us making more journeys than we need to, so we will head down here. And now I am interested to see what we find, where these coordinates are. I'm also aware that I put them in last week's video, so prying eyes may have already decided to go and have a look, if they've worked it out, that is. And knowing Jebb's level of intelligence, he probably hasn't worked it out yet, so we might be alright. But I'm going to maybe have a chat to Darryl, see if I can borrow his truck, because it's getting cold. It's November now, it's getting cold in the evenings. I don't really want to take the bike, but we may camp out there. We might take in some of the Wyoming scenery and just enjoy a little bit of rural camping while we're out there. But right at this moment in time, we've got work to do, so we will head over, get this sold, and we will see you back. And I do believe that is the field where, yes indeed, there is the equipment over there, so we will head back this way and do that contract. Okay, here we are at the oil depot again. We have got the refinery just there ahead of us, but nowhere to sell it at the moment, so we will keep using this for the time being. But I'm seriously considering buying my own gas station, and then we can sell the diesel and the propane to the general public, maybe undercut maybe another local gas station who seems to be getting his own way with a lack of competition at the moment, so I can also ruffle a few feathers that way as well. Right, let's head over to Clint's and we will do that contract. Well, here we are. Let's just have a look at my new logo, actually. Loving that. Look at that. Feels like a professional business now. That's really going to bug Jebb if we really start to stand on our own 2 feet. But regardless of him, who has been very quiet recently, actually, I am going to crack on, get this contract done. Once again, we get to use some nice equipment, but we'll get this contract done and hopefully get the money for it. And we'll decide what we do after that. So, we will be back with you very shortly. So there we go, another contract done. Nice and easy, that one, very straightforward. So we will dump this equipment here and we will head into town and catch up with Darryl, see if he's okay with us borrowing his truck overnight to head out to the high plains. We will just park this here and we will just go and claim our money. There we go, spraying contract. Minus the leasing cost. That's a nice little earner for us. There we are, money gathered, 59,000 back in the bank. That and the oil has pushed us back above what we started the day with, so very positive stuff. Right, let's head into town and find out where Darryl is. Right, let's park up over here. I spy Darryl's truck outside the bar, which is no surprise, because that's where he always is. So let's go and see how he's doing. Hey Darryl, how's it going? It is going well, FSG, how are you? Yeah, it's good, man. I couldn't borrow your truck, could I? Turns out those numbers, you were right. Clint knew exactly what they were. They're coordinates out on the high plains. So, I want to go and check it out and see what's up there.
Oh, of course, man. I'm just going to spend the evening in the bar here. But just be careful, man. I would not be surprised if you're not the only person looking for that. So, yeah, just take care.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Darryl. Thank you. No worries at all. Right, I will see you soon. So there we go. It's interesting. Darryl saying I'm not the only one that's looking for this. I'm guessing I'm not the only person that knew Ambrose had hidden his money somewhere, so we will need to be extra special careful. Now there is another contract I would like to do before we head out there, but we'll maybe head out mid-afternoon, enjoy an afternoon's camping, watch the sun go down, appreciate the beauty of this area of the world, and just see what we can find out there. So there's the contract for Isaac Ewing, $5,373. Harvest the corn and take it to the Clearwater Co-op. Now we are going to have to take a reduction of $1,146 for borrowing equipment again, but I'm okay with that. It all adds up in the end. So we are going to borrow the items and we will head over there right now and get started on that contract. Now, Isaac's farm's just out this way, but not too far, and the Clearwater Co-op where we're dropping it off is just past that turning we've just taken there, so it shouldn't take us too long to do this, and he's got some nice equipment, so that's going to go in our favour. But what we'll do is we'll push on, we'll get that done, and then we can head out on our little camping trip. So, there's nothing more to do than to say, sit back, relax, and we'll see you in a little while. So here we go, just running down to the cooperative. The light is starting to dim. But it should time really, really nicely with us getting out to the plains and setting up camp. Should get a great view of the sunset. So let's throw this into the sell point here, and that will be this contract sorted. Hasn't taken too long at all. Nice to be working with some big modern equipment rather than our own stuff, so we'll get this in. We'll quickly check the contract, hopefully complete it. As a trailer drops down there, we'll just jump in here. There we go, harvesting completed. Total, let's collect that, and we are done. So look what we saw when we were in picking up some supplies for this evening. Today's paper has put a date for the auction of the mine. Now, that's going to annoy Jebb immensely. He wants that mine for himself. But the trust is putting it up for sale. In the absence of Jebb's brother, it's going to go up for sale, and the proceeds are going to sit in trust still until either Jebb's brother turns up or he's found dead. Now, Jebb's claiming that his brother's alive and well and living elsewhere in the country, so I don't think Jebb's ever going to get a hold of that money. The only way that Jebb can really get a hold of that money is if his brother turns up dead. And we all know the stories around that. But the feds investigated it last week and found nothing untoward, so I don't expect much is going to come from this. But who knows, if that mine is sold, maybe Jebb will kind of calm down some of his crazy ways. We shall see, we shall see. Anyway, we've got our stuff that we need for tonight. Let's head out to the plains. Okay, here we are, out in the high plains. Lovely area and lots to see. But I think somewhere around about here on the map. It's where it was telling us to go. There's a rocky outcrop over there, which is interesting, inside the tree line. So we're going to check that out, see what it is. But it feels like this is where the map was telling us to go. It really is in the middle of nowhere, this, so it feels quite safe, but you never know around here, do you? But there it is, a rocky outcrop. And on the ground here is some stuff. Right where the coordinates say. Our car has been buried there. Over here, in this circle of rocks, and whatever that is a spade or a shovel. Let's dig and see what we can find. Okay, we've hit something pretty hard here. I'm going to pull it out and see what it is. We have found a case, we found a box, and within it $500,000. We found Ambrose's treasure. This is huge. This is huge for us. I know it's in land bonds, so it doesn't so much make us wealthy in terms of we can go out and buy loads of equipment, but it does mean we can potentially invest in some new land. Maybe we should consider buying the mine. I don't know what it's going to go for. Pretty sure 500,000 isn't going to stretch that far, but hey, it's a start. And he did say there were other places on the map where he'd hidden stuff as well. So 500,000. Oh my goodness. This changes everything. This completely changes everything. Well, for the first time since I got here, things are really looking up. So exciting. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to keep it on the lowdown, to be honest. Like Darryl said, there could well be other people looking for this. They know this money's out there, so they are going to be looking for it too. So I'm going to keep stum that I know that this was here. Anyway, it's mine now. And let's see if we can find some more over the next week or two. But I think that's probably as good a time as any to turn in for the night. And just think about what we're going to do. Like I said, this changes everything. For the better. Well, good morning everyone. I have to say, sleeping under the stars, thinking about what we're going to do with our future was very, very enjoyable last night. It's early though, it's 9 AM in the morning. But what we're going to do, we're going to head back into town and we are going to give Darryl his truck back and get stuck into another day's work. And at the same time, really start thinking about what the future holds for us. So, we will see you back in town. So here we are, back in town. Didn't take long to get here, so we will just roll up here, drop this off for Darryl, and head back to the yard. Oh, hey Darryl, how are you? Not like you to come outside and greet me when I drop your truck off. FSG, I was trying to call you all last night. Your signal on your phone must have been out of range, being in the high plains. Yeah, it probably was. What's wrong? FSG, they found a body on the Burn Ridge last night.